now the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. He joins us now. How would you sum up yesterday, Mark?
I think it was a great day for my guys. We came out and played our brand of basketball. I thought it was a huge victory, and obviously Steph got in the rhythm. Overall, we just was in attack mode, so it was a great day for us, and we talked about it being a great series and a long series, and I think it's proven to be that.
Any thought, conversation by your players in joining in a protest with the Clippers before the game yesterday?
No, not at all. At the end of the day, it's the Clippers owners that made the unfortunate statements. We talked as a team, and I thought the most important thing for us to do was make our statement with how we conduct ourselves, how we carry ourselves, how we play the game of basketball. And obviously, it was important for us to make statements when it was learned, the quotes that was allegedly attributed to Donald Sterling.
What was your reaction when you heard those comments or heard about it?
I talked about it. Unfortunate and certainly disrespectful, out of line, and there's no place in society, not just in sports, but in society, for those statements or those beliefs. And what I did say also is let's not be fooled into believing that he is the only person successful in this world, not just in the NBA, but in this world in general, that has those beliefs. It's unfortunate, and we've come too far to accept or co-sign or tolerate those beliefs.
Talking to Mark Jackson, Golden State Warriors head coach, put yourself in Doc Rivers' position. You know, here he is before the game, even after the game, where he said, look, I don't know if I'm going to be coaching this team. I'm paraphrasing, but how tough do you think that situation is for Doc, that you're coaching the team that Donald Sterling owns?
Well, it's extremely tough. And Doc's, one of the best leaders in sports. He's done a great job, not only as a coach, as a player, and the way he conducts himself. He's got a lot of pride, and he has the ear of his team, and he's being watched by a lot of folks. And it's a tough situation. I thought Doc, with his comments, with his stance, handled it well, obviously. But it's an uncomfortable situation, knowing that you're working for an individual that has those feelings.
Could you coach for Donald Sterling if you were Doc Rivers?
No, I could not. The one thing, we'd have to have some dialogue.
Knowing you, that'd be interesting. But if you're Doc Rivers moving on, put yourself in his position now for next season. If Donald Sterling's the owner of the Clippers, would you be the head coach of the Clippers?
I cannot be the head coach of the Clippers. Like I said, there'd have to be some dialogue. I believe that people can be changed and healed and saved and delivered. There'd have to be some dialogue, and it'd have to be a process for him wanting to change his thought process and his beliefs. But as it is right now, I could not coach for him.
Did you sense it was a distraction for the Clippers at any point during the game?
I sensed it was a distraction for every player on the court and every coach and everybody involved. I think it was a distraction for the fans and for Jeff Van Gundy and Mike Breen and Lisa Salters covering the game. I thought it was a distraction for everybody. It affected us all. I mean, that's plain as day. It's unfortunate, and that's why it's the talk of radio. It's the talk of Twitter, internet. It's a serious situation that I got total confidence that Commissioner Silver will handle and we'll move forward. But I don't want folks to think that this is the norm in the NBA. The NBA has hired in the major sports has the most minority African American people in positions in the front office. They've done an incredible job, but this is the mindset of Donald Sterling, and it's a sad mindset.
What do you expect to happen Tuesday night in L.A.?
Well, I'll tell you what. If I understand that people probably pressured and said the Clippers should boycott and all of that. I didn't agree with that at all. At the end of the day, you got some young, successful guys that dreamed of playing at this level. You got a coach that dreamed of coaching at this level, and they're being paid very well to do it. If I was a fan, instead of I'm being paid, now I'm paying to watch, I wouldn't show up to the Staples Center. In an ideal world, I would probably I'd prefer the Clippers and the Warriors playing in the Staples Center with no fans that made a statement that speaks volumes, and it could be on TV, and we can treat it like it's normal. But I think it would make a heck of a statement saying you won't tolerate what was allegedly said.
But as far as their pregame protest, did you notice it? Understand it?
I was in the back, and one of my staff members came and told me what took place. I noticed it when he told me. They felt they had to do something. I just thought it was important to say something, to make a comment. We have an incredible platform, and there are people that's fighting this fight every single day in this world that don't have the ability, don't feel like they have the leverage to make a statement. We have it, and it was important for us to comment on it and say that it can't be accepted.
But you played for Donald Sterling. You were there. Did you have any idea who the man was when you're back there in the early 90s?
No. And if I did, I would be the first to say it today. I'm not a guy that's going to come out of the woodworks now and say we knew it all along. At the end of the day, when I played there for 2 years, these thoughts that and beliefs that he obviously has today, we never thought that, and it wasn't something that we had a gut feeling about at all. No. We went to the playoffs one year and we were bad one year, but overall it was a great experience for me, and there was no side of this that we believe that he had this mentality. So no.
Well, good luck, Game 5 on tomorrow night.
I appreciate it, and that's excited to talk to you.
Okay, but I didn't hear from you after you lost. You won Game 1, and I heard from you. Your text and hey, I told you so and all that. And then I didn't hear from you when you guys lost by 40. Why didn't I hear when you lost by 40?
That's because you text me and said I told you so.
Okay, so I'll let you. You can text me after Game 5, whatever your thoughts are. And
I look forward.
Tell those guys to play some defense. All right, man.
My guy?
Yeah.
Didn't you see Doc Rivers said he would vote for all 5 of my guys?
Steph Curry had a block shot yesterday.
Yes, he did. Get it done.
How many block shots do you think you had in your career?
I think in 17 years, I would take a wild guess and say, man, that's tough. Let's say 90.
I'll bet you're in triple digits.
I was trying to be humble. I always say I can remember going above the rim block and then doing the Mutombo. That was my highlight.
Please. You had 117 block shots in your career.
Wow. That's awfully impressive.
If you don't mind saying so. How many times was your shot blocked, Mark?
Oh, that was more than 107.
Oh, yeah. Who got you? Was there somebody who just owned you defensively where they got your shot a lot?
No.
Oh, please. No, please.
No. There's nobody.
You wouldn't tell me. You wouldn't tell me. You wouldn't tell me.
No, I'll tell you that, defensively, the guy that, gave me the most problems, that was obviously, Scotty, 6'7", long, athletic, strong, and the ability to grab, hold, and foul without a whistle. I mean, it's tough to get through that.
Whistle. And you know what? We had this conversation years ago where Mark told me that he dunked on Scottie Pippen, and Scotty was there in the studio. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
So we had to look really, really long and hard to find, first of all, Mark Jackson dunk. Second of all, he made it seem like he dunked right on top of Scottie Pippen. Scotty's in the picture when you dunk. You didn't dunk over Scottie Pippen.
That's not true, man. You're forgetting.
You dunked amongst him.
No, Scotty. It was just Scotty and I. He tried to pin it on the glass, and I snuck him. I mean, let me hold on to as the story's told, it gets greater and greater.
Well, I thought you would say you dunked on Jordan, and then we wouldn't be able to find the video.
No, I didn't. I didn't do that.
You can't lie about that.
I'm a truth teller. I'm a truth teller, man.
Did you see LeBron dunk and look at Jordan when he was dunking?
Yes, I did, and he said he was not looking at Michael Jordan.
What do you
he was
think?
Certainly looking. He wasn't looking at the rim. That's for sure.
If Mike was in his prime, and LeBron did that, let's say Mike was playing right now. Oh yeah, right now. If Mike was on the
Mike
court,
would have subbed him. He would have subbed himself in, and then it would have been a great battle. I mean, I don't want to minimize LeBron and his greatness. It would have been a battle. But Mike would have done it if he was on the court and LeBron was on the bench. So he just did something that Mike would have done as a player himself.
Have fun tomorrow night.
I appreciate it. Good talking to you, my friend.
All right, man. All right. That's Mark Jackson, Golden State Warriors head coach.